What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and this I want to break down what's happening to Tesla, SPY, and a couple of other tickers. I'm going to break down why Tesla's exploding right now, as we just had the deliveries report, and Tesla absolutely killed it. And also another very big factor, at least for the markets, as we have Jerome Powell about to give a speech. But let me first mention, I'm not a financial planner. Take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire community as a whole. Anyways, let's actually start off with Tesla. Tesla is currently at 221 a share, breaking past 220. Make sure you watch 222, 225, and eventually the 230 area, as we're looking more bullish, in my personal opinion, breaking out so far. However, even though Tesla's breaking out, just be careful because of one more factor. We also have Jerome Powell's speech. So why is Tesla breaking out? We just had deliveries come out at 443,956 in total deliveries. That is once again aligned with, if not better than, other expectations. So this is better than some expectations, as people were expecting 440,000. I saw some articles saying 430,000. And then this is also aligned with expectations, as I saw some articles saying like 440,000 to 450,000. So it's better than expected, if not aligned with expectations, kind of like those two mainly, but it wasn't below expectations at the end of the day, and that is what's helping this thing really pump. All right, production was 410,000, not bad whatsoever. Now, I also want to note that at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today, for Tuesday, July 2nd, we have Jerome Powell giving a speech. When this guy speaks, the whole market's going to shake, so I can't wait to see what he has to say. We also have the Joel's job openings and job quits report at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's also going to be very important. For more news about the market, we actually saw the major indices up quite a bit. We're looking at the Nasdaq, S&P 500, and the S&P 500, and also the Dow Jones up quite a bit, at least for the first day. Now they're starting to dip a bit, so we'll have to see how things go with Powell's speech. Paramount is also looking for potential merger talks right now with other companies. And besides that, I'm seeing some news about Salesforce, about how the top executives may not get compensation plans. Investors kind of voted against them after some new news. Not the best of news for them, but that's pretty much it for headlines for now. Nothing too crazy. Anyways, for Tesla, we're approaching 222. If we break that, 225 is coming. Then eventually we could get much closer to 230 if that breaks. We're looking very bullish on Tesla, very strong as of right now. But just be careful, because we have Jerome Powell giving a speech. When Powell opens his mouth, the whole market is going to shake. So we will see what ends up happening. I'm going to be eyeing this area right here, this previous support, which is now going to become resistance at 228 as well. Don't forget about that. 228 to 230 will be our next level if we break 225 on Tesla. Overall, very bullish move on Tesla, still looking very strong. We will see what Jerome Powell causes, however. So if we were to come back down, make sure you look at this as an area of interest, the 220 area. Losing that opens the door for 217, then eventually 212.5. Just want to call out those levels. As of right now, it's looking strong, but just remember, when Jerome Powell speaks, you never know what's going to happen. For SPY, real quick, we have 542 as key supports. If we were to lose the 542 area, that means we have to close below that on the 4-hour time frame, or even during market close. Then we're going to be looking for a dip down to 537. If we were to hold this, so holding this means, yes, we could go all the way down to like 541, then get bought back up within an hour. And if we do manage to hold above 542 and close above it, and we close above that on the 4-hour, then yes, that's that. I would consider that still holding 542. Sometimes there's trickery, so we could kind of come below a level and get bought back up. So just keep that in mind, because this does happen a lot when Jerome Powell gives his speeches. I just want to give you guys a heads up about that there's going to be a lot of fake outs, so just be careful. So as long as we hold 542, whether we get a little dip below it, then we get bought back up and we end up holding above it, then we could be rebounding to fill this gap at 545 and also pushing for 547, which is where we have this resistance, followed by 550. I'll be watching to see, do we lose 542 or do we end up holding support and bouncing? It depends on what Jerome Powell says during his speech. I'll be waiting for that. If we were to lose it, there'll be bigger downside. If not, we try to bounce. So watch that very key level on SPY. For Nvda, we have a downtrend being established here. This is looking more bearish, but to turn bullish, you want to see it break past 127. If we break that, we're going to start rocketing all the way back up to the 130s. And if we fail to do so, we're just going to continue this downtrend. That's what we're doing as of right now. So watch and see. So 120 is going to be an area of interest. We'll see how it ends up developing. For Bitcoin, we might get closer to about 62,300. That's where we have our key EMAs. If we hold this, we could rebound back up to 64,000. If we lose this, we're going to be dipping all the way back down towards 61,000. So I'll be watching to see how things end up developing. I'm going to be very patient, of course, and we'll see how things go from here. For the QQQ, We're also kind of trading sideways right over here around this 480 area. If we end up losing support at 477, we're going to be dipping back down to this low at 474. Then we'll start dipping down to 468. And for bullish, you want to see it break past 482, then 484. If we break that, we could be pushing for all-time highs. So break 484, we're bullish. Lose 477, we could be a little bit more bearish, a little bit more. To be really bearish, you want to see it lose 474. So we're in the middle on the QQQ. We're just going to wait for what Powell has to say that's going to affect us. So I'm going to be very patient with that. I am seeing upside potential in Aapl. We are trying to uptrend. It looks like it wants to get closer to about 217.6 and eventually 220, but technicals are not everything. It also depends on Powell's speech. If you reject off 216, we're going to be dipping back down to 214, so I'll be waiting to see. For Super Micro, if we start dipping, I'm going to be looking for a move all the way back down towards, well, we're losing 800, so I do see 780 coming as a stronger possibility, so watch for that. Coinbase is trying to push higher, so it depends if we could hold 226 to 229. This range right over here, if we lose this, we're dipping back down to this trend line. Well, we have the gap fill at 222, and then we have this trend line to be watching for. And if we hold this support, we're going to be looking for a push for 240. So watch and see, can we hold 229 to 226, that entire range? If we hold that, we're going to push back up to 240. If we lose this, if we lose 226, we're going all the way back down to this gap fill 222. If not, the trend line is going to be watched. For Amazon, we have 198 as resistance. If we break that, we're going up to 200. If we lose this, if we reject here, we're coming back down to 194. We'll just be waiting to see how things end up going. For Meta, we have a bit of a downtrend right here. We're going to be looking at support at 500, also at this 498 area. If we lose that, we're going to dip all the way down to 488. If we hold that, we're going to be looking for a retest of 506. So I'm going to be very patient. For Microsoft, we could be dipping back down to about 452. If we hit this, we could try to bounce. If we lose this, we're going to be dipping back down to 447. So watch and see, depending on what Jerome Powell says. Google's below 184. If we reject here, we're going to be dipping down to 182. If we break past that, we could be trying to rebound to 186. So we're going to give this some time. With that being said, guys, I went over the majority of stocks. I'm trying to be kind of quick. The truth is, I was recording my video earlier, but then what happened was Tesla's delivery numbers came out. I didn't have them up, and it took me some time to find them. And that's why it made me just interrupt my video. So I wanted to just restart anyways. That's why I'm kind of late today. So I am sorry about that. But my video is out, and I'm going to try to keep everyone as updated as possible. So Tesla's still breaking out. We're now holding above 222, which is a good sign of strength. But just know, as strong as Tesla is, when Jerome Powell speaks, the market is going to get manipulated, and there's going to be another big move coming. So get ready for Jerome Powell's speech. It starts at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have the JOLTS numbers at 10 a.m. Get ready for some major volatility, as we have a huge move coming, and I can't wait to see what Powell ends up causing. Get ready, guys. Be patient. Get ready for a very, very big move. Brace yourselves, and I'll see you guys very soon in just a few hours. Thank you, and peace out.